Good morning. We are live. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday and welcome to today's live. And it's spring, please keep the spring here. So today we are springing into entrepreneurship. And because, season of change, right? We grow, the whole world is renewing. So what better time to talk about how we spend our time, right? So today we're going to talk about why maybe a digital business gives you more freedom, more time than the traditional 9 to 5, and maybe how you can start that mind uh, shift today. And to kick it off, I wanted to start with something like a fact that I read recently that says that the average employee spends 90,000 hours of their life working. 90,000 hours, right? That's a lot. But just to put it into perspective, that's more than a quarter of our life. So we spend more than a quarter of our life working, right? Which is maybe the way it is, but then you are working for whom, right? Do you work to build someone else's dreams or to build your own? So that's what we'll talk today. And these amazing ladies here will share a bit about, how we made the shift, how we decided that that quarter of our life that we have to spend working, maybe we spend working it, at least part of it for ourselves, or to ensure that we don't have to work that many hours for someone else. And for those new here, hello, I'm Dana. I'm a mom. I'm a IT manager by profession, and also I have my online business here, same like all these amazing partners. I'm originally from Romania, but living in Canada for over 25 years, and coming here live every Saturday and Sunday with some of my business partners to share with you watching us about our business, about our, what we do every day and how you can change your life, how we change ours, and to inspire you and educate you a bit more about for those who are looking for a change but don't know where to start, you are in the right place. And without that, let's go do a quick round of giving these ladies a chance to introduce themselves. Sita, do you want to go first and introduce yourself, please?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. Is good afternoon, nearly evening where I am in the UK. My name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nurse by profession. I'm also a nine. I forgot that one. And I'm also a proud digital business owner. I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe. Thank you. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Good to see you. Mafe, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here. It's morning, 8:30 a.m. here in Arizona. I am Mafe and living here in Arizona, and I'm been working here for 9 years already, 8 years already, and full time. And this business is my side hustle. So I came from the Philippines. I'm from Iloilo, Ilongga. So magandang umaga sa inyong lahat kung kayo nanonood. Tunghayan niyo po kami sa aming discussion ngayong umaga. Salamat po. Thanks.
Thank you, Mafe. Jasmine, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from everyone in California, US. It is good morning right now, 8:30 a.m. Thank you so much for every weekend for hosting us to invite the digital business leader, Miss Dana, and thank you for always sharing the opinion and discussion for my beautiful business partner, and thank you for all the followers whoever watching our light off. My name is Jasmine. I live in California, United States with my husband and with my 1 year and 3 months old beautiful daughters. And then I am a professional healthcare employee in California around 10 years right now. And then I am also a proud digital business entrepreneur and mentor. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Dana.
Good, Jasmine. And good afternoon, Rita. Good to see you again. Going to Spain.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you so much, Ms. Dana, for always having me. Well, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter, a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches, de donde nos estén viendo. Me llamo Rita, soy nigeriana, pero vivo en España, en Galicia. Pues estoy aquí para ofreceros la oportunidad de ganar dinero online. Pues soy una agente telefónica para Banco Santander. Above we obota. Ije amije no bia ije ne kre ije no digba. Iwa oni kamu wa wego we do me hi ose ni na te do na. Ni kamu wa wege wa setting kwigo kakabo we internet. Ose ni manare diana. Ni man making wa bege wege igoro. Oni mami wege no wa digba no wa we mi ya no na mege o setting go wa kwigo ni kakabo. Edi amaje. Iwa oni wa kamu wa we yoni. Back to you, Miss Dana. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rita. Switching from one language to another. Avantika, good morning. Good to see you again. Haven't seen you in a while on this live.
True. I was actually away. Thank you so much, Dana, for hosting this amazing show every Saturday, and I believe on Sunday as well. So my name is Avantika. I live in Toronto, Canada, and I'm here with my husband and my 2 children. By profession, I'm an insurance underwriter, but at the same time, I'm proud to be a digital business owner, as I'm also running this business as my plan B. And truly, I was just thinking that the world is so small, right? We are all sitting in different parts of the world. Like Rita, you are in, the other part of the world, even, you are in UK, Sita. But we are all connected to each other through this amazing platform. It's really amazing. So I really feel blessed to be a part of this business. And today we are going to share a lot more about this. And in my own language, namaskar, ami Avantika, ami Toronto, Canada, amar family সাথে থাকি. আমি বাঙালি from Kolkata, India. ইন্ডিয়াতে আমি জন্মেছিলাম, কিন্তু এখন আমি কানাডায় থাকি। বাই প্রফেশন আমি ইন্স্যুরেন্স কোম্পানিতে কাজ করি, আর অ্যাট দ্য সেম টাইম আমি আমার এই ডিজিটাল বিজনেসটা রান করছি। আমরা আরো অনেক বেশি বিস্তারিত আলোচনা করব এই ডিজিটাল বিজনেসের সম্বন্ধে, এন্ড আমি খুবই খুশি এই সুন্দর বিজনেস কমিউনিটির একটা পার্ট হতে পেরে। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ, ডেনা।
Thank you, Bantika, and good to have you back. And Vaida, good morning. Good to see you again.
Hello, everyone. Afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Vaida. I'm original from Ghana and currently in the U.S., Hartford, Connecticut. I'm a nurse by profession. I'm a mother. I'm a wife, and very big, proud digital business owner. Many of them are for by Pira Uwa would see me. Me didn't divide me free Ghana as I say me go US. Me couldn't me and sat ne wa me a nurse. I'm a digital business owner. Which is should be on fan kawa juma. This is the right place for you. Thank you. And back to you, Ms. Diana.
Thank you, Vaida, and thank you, everyone, and welcome again. And thank you for spending, a couple of minutes, we'll see, 30, 45, this morning or afternoon with all of us here to share and to talk about, our business. And before we go into today's theme, let's, for those maybe watching us for the first time, or even those who watch us every Saturday but are still, it's never, wrong to keep reminding everyone what this business is about, right? So we all have our own individual businesses, which I hope everyone is doing their taxes right now because it's tax season. And I was excited also, I'm also wrapping up mine to see the numbers coming back, what I should get back from CRA. So excited for that. Because we all have our own businesses, but we are partners in the sense that we are all using the same system. It's like an online franchise, if you want. So it's packaging together everything that you need to start your own business. It's a proven system. It has an automated platform that is running behind the scene. It has a step-by-step training. You don't need to have any previous experience about business or to be technical. It takes you from zero to CEO, literally. And you have this amazing supportive community of, other amazing ladies and men like us here who are doing this business and are there for you to support. You get a personal mentor and coach also, but you have these amazing groups. And I think someone mentioned we have also different groups, like on your culture if you want, or you have groups by age also. So no matter who you are, you'll find here your group of people who are like you. Or maybe if you want to try something new, you can find someone who's on the other side of the part of the world and learn about their culture. So it's a perfect place where you can make friends, you can learn and grow together, and you can support each other, right? Because it's a global business. You can work from anywhere. You see here we are Spain, UK, Canada, US, but we have people all around the world. And the most craziest small island you can think of, we'll have some business partners there. And it's a business that's scalable. It's something you can leave to your kids. And it's something that it will give you that passive income. And we'll talk more about this today, about how why we made this change and why we decided to stop trading time for money, right? Because that's the problem. We all have limited time, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. So you never know how much time to spend with your family you'll have. So why not? And if you look, you'll never regret the time you spend with your kids, with your family, right? They'll not remember how hard you work. They'll remember the time spent with them. And with time being limited, it's always, especially this time and age, you want to spend more time with family, but you want to be able to pay the bills also, right? Because spending time with them but stressed about what to put on the table is not good. So if you find a way to not trade the time for money and find a way to get that passive income, that you can spend time with your kids and in the meantime have something that's still bringing you some income, I think that's something we are all dreaming about. But me and these 6 amazing, beautiful ladies here, we have a system and we are doing that. And hopefully we can share about some of the things we are doing here with you today. So for those of you who wants to start something but not sure what, this is the place. So let's start from beginning. And maybe, Jasmine, if I start with you, why or what made you realize that, a 9 to 5 is not the only option? And what made you start looking for some other options for, spending more time with family or financial stability?
Thank you so much, Miss Donna. This question is really interesting because we all have a why, right? This strong desire or why to make successful in our online digital business. Every individual has different why, and I have also my strong why I started to do this digital business, and how I think my full-time 9 to 5 job is financial instability. Before sharing this question, I just want to share a little bit about last 2 years ago when I was pregnant. Last 2 years ago, I got my first pregnancy. My baby girl, right now, my baby girl is 1.5 years old. I work as a full-time healthcare employee job in California around 10 years. So this 10 years, I don't have a baby. That's why I don't think about anything about passive income, or I don't think anything about how can I work at our home every time I go to work. That's why nearly around 10, 12 hours I spend our time at the outside, especially in the clinic. So when I was pregnant in 2023, I just started to think about it. Oh, I need to spend time with my kid. I need to more spend time with my kid, and I need to more spend time with my family at my home. And then ethic income is not getting the financial instability, especially when you get pregnant. It is very difficult to walk because when I got pregnant, I gained weight over 190 pounds, and I am difficult to breathe, difficult to standing in the walk. At the time in my I got an idea. Oh, I need to be at the passive income, or I need to pick up the business with the flexible schedule. At the meantime, I can work at my home. So this is the first thing. How I think about, oh, my full-time job is not the only option for financial instability. So for Miss Dana question, there are many factors that I notice is 9 to 5 job is not the only option for financial stability, but for generally, I think about, I want to share about 3 factors. The number one factor is when we are not healthy, it is difficult to go the 9 to 5 job, right? Because when we are not healthy, our body, our mind is not healthy, it's not got the full energy to do the at a job. So this is the first thing. When we are not healthy, we need to have a passive income. We need to do the another job where we can work flexibility, and where we can work at our own schedule, at our own time. And then second thing is when we are getting older and older, we are difficult to work for the full-time 9 to 5 job, because when we are getting older, our energy and our body is not as fat as the younger people. And then right now, our world is very improving with AI, artificial intelligence, robot, and soundwall are easily replace the human with robot, right? And then the last thing is if we have a kid, we want to spend our family time, right? We don't want to spend 10 hour, 12 hour, 14 hour at the work. So this is that thing for the I think 9 to 5 is not the only option for financial instability. We need to think that any other options where we can get easily income, and where we can get the basic income to pick our future. And then when I find the one or the digital business advertisement in Facebook, and then I listen the 90-minute free webinar. After registering it, I change my mind, and then I want to study to join the digital business in last 2 years ago, because digital business is first thing we can get the passive income in the future, and second thing is we can get a pension depends on our skills and ability. We don't need to wait 67 years of age to get the pension, right? So we can get a pension before we get in the 67 years of age. Sense of the successful digital business owner in our digital business, we sense are really amazing, are really inspired. They are 25, 27, and they can get the pension $5,000, $10,000 per month, right? So that's why I choose a digital business to do, is for another option for get the financial stability for my future. Thank you, Miss Dana. Back to you, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Jasmine. Oh, it was a lot of good points, but yes, health, time, right? We talked time is the most valuable currency we have. And with a digital business, well, with a business, but being digital and online, it's a bit even easier because you can work from anywhere. And having your own business, working for yourself, can, will let you earn back some of that time. And we all, if we look here, all of us are, think on today's panel, is still working, right? So we still do our full-time job, and we have our own business. So Mafe, if I'll go to you, how can someone start the business and still working full-time? How can they balance both, for those people who feel like, hey, I already have a full-time job and taking care of kids and house, like I really don't have time for a business right now. How how would you tell them on how you balance both and how they can do it?
Okay, thank you, Dana. So before I joined this business, already working 9 to 5, actually 9 to 5, but my work is 10 hours a day. So uh, just like any people working that they have double job, triple job, we're balancing it with my main job in my online business is not really easy, but I make it happen. I make it work because of my why. So only the thing is you have to focus on your goals. It's about routine. Once it is a routine, it makes a habit, right? So good thing to me, I'm working 5 a.m. every day. So I wake up 3:50 a.m. to alarm myself to prepare for work. So what I do, good thing we have tools to manage our business. We have Canva, we have CapCut, everything, and since we are in attraction marketing, we can schedule our posting. So it should be I make it my time wisely up after work. When I home, I do my, if not I'm gonna eat dinner, I do my side hustle, working on my side hustle. So it's all about your intentional routine. If your why is big enough to change your life, so I do it consistently 3 times a day. I serve as a model to my business partners, because so that they will inspire to do it too, the same what I do. So that's it. If consistently and uh, uh, what you call that, small consistent steps make it to progress. So balancing work and digital business is the same as working double or triple job, right? It's all about your why you need to do this. Thank you. Thank you, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Mafe. Yes, definitely, right? And just as you said, small steps, right? And the good thing, or I know you said this, like kind of having two or multiple jobs. The good thing with having your own business, you decide when and where and how much time you spend on the business, right? If you have two jobs, I don't think you can decide much, right? It's what the boss tells you for both jobs, you have to do it. Or with the one job and the business, yes, the job you have to do, like you said, oh, that's crazy, 3 a.m. to wake up and go to job. You have to do it, right? But then you have the flexibility for your business to, hey, you maybe check it out at the 3 a.m. or maybe you'll check it out at 8 p.m. when you are coming home and in between. So that's that's how we balance it, right? Having your business, being your own boss, you decide the time, the place, and having an online business, you can do it from whatever, right? You can do it from your vacation when you have some, couple of minutes. You can check on your business while you are in the park, maybe watching your kids or, commuting to your full-time job. So you have the flexibility, you have the options. And that's why all of us decided to do this business, because it's a business that you can fit it in no matter how crazy your life is. If your why is strong, you can fit this business into your schedule and into your life, because you are the boss. You decide when and how, as much as you want, as long as you really want it, right? So, Rita, if I go to you, what do you think it's the how or financial freedom, right? We all started this business because we wanted some extra income. Yes, we wanted more time with family, but it all goes down to you want to be able to earn also while spending time with your family. So what does financial freedom look like for you using this business model?
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Dana, for having me always. What a beautiful question. Financial freedom. Wow. The word freedom. Wow. We don't want to be attached to anything. That is why we call it freedom. We don't want we don't want to feel, there is one word. When you spend on yourself, you feel that guilt. Okay? We don't want to feel it. That is what we call financial freedom. In this business, you can have it. You can have the possibility to get that. In this financial freedom, what does it look to me? Well, time freedom. First, you have the time to spend with your family, with your loved ones, and while you are doing that, you are still earning online. Two, you have the possibility to grow yourself. You know, that self-growth, that self-development, you have it as well in this business. You can grow as many as you want. Is it digitally? Is it technologically? Is it mentally? Is it emotionally? Is it financially? As we are here right now, we are talking about it. So you have everything. So everything is all englobed. We have it in a package in this business. In this business, you are looking for financial freedom. As you are looking for financial freedom, first, we want you to know that it's not a get-rich scheme business. But my business partner just said it. Consistency, first step. When you are consistent in it, your big why will give you your freedom. So that is what I'm trying to say here. If you are consistent, if you have that big why, if you have that big reason that I don't want to be feeling so sad when I spend on myself, on my daughter, because I don't want to stay only on my paycheck, you are going to get this. Because in this business, there are so many ways that you are going to get that financial freedom. That financial freedom, when we are talking about it, is like you sit down, just like we are sitting here. You sit down, you are receiving that bills, and you see that, oh, these bills, my business will cover them. You are traveling out of any places. You see that the cost of your traveling, my business will cover them. You are going to, I'm from Nigeria, I'm going home, I want to go and see my people, or my people coming down to me and they want to come to me to pay a visit. You can sit down and say, my business will cover it. Because that is what we want you to see, what financial freedom really means. But when we talk about financial freedom, it's not only about financially, it's also about emotionally, technologically, physically, mentally, because this business will show you all the way. The mastermind we have every week will show you all the way. The experiences, the people's experience about how they were able to improve in their business, we also show you all the way. It's not just that we are here to get that money financially. We are also here to equip ourselves, to improve in ourselves, to make sure that when the financial freedom comes, you open your hands and you are happy to get it, and you are spending quality time with your family while you still earn online. You can only spend 2 to 3 hours and you are ready to go, and you have that dream life that you ever wanted. You can go shopping and you never feel bad. You can be learning a lot and you still be earning online. So that is what our business is all about, and we are welcoming you to join us. So back to you, Ms. Dana. Thank you so much for always having me.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, yes. It sounds so good. And it's almost like, why wouldn't everyone start that, right? You work for a couple of hours here, there, you decide where and how, and you can build something for yourself. We all dream that, we all want that. And I'm sure anyone watching us will, nod and say like, oh yeah, sounds good. And still we see people that don't have the courage to start. Right? Because for many reasons, everyone has everyone has a big why to start. Everyone who's not ready to start have 1 or 10 reasons not to start, right? So, Sita, if I ask you, what was your biggest fear when you started and how you overcome it? Talking about, reason not to start.
Each day you want something new, something that will improve your life or to take you from this situation that you are in to a different situation. We all know how our parents lived their lives. You always say, I want to be different from my parents. They lived a really hard life. I don't want that. But for you to start something new, it's always daunting. For many of us, the question that comes to your mind is, What about if it fails? What if it doesn't work? What about what people will say? What if I'm not good enough? You know, so many questions come to your mind, even if you've got this greatest idea of how you want to start anything. But once those questions start coming to your mind, everything clears off and you start questioning yourself. Did I make the right decision? Is this something for me or not? Or maybe I'm just trying to fit myself in where I don't fit. And then sometimes we start communicating with our friends and family, and then now there's that too much noise. And they will start telling you something negative, and now you are like, where should I go now? You are even confused on your own to make that decision. When you had that sort of greatest idea that I really want to do this, but because you wanted to hear other people's views, thinking that they will support you in doing what you want to do. But it's not always support that we get. Sometimes we get those negative vibes that will make us start questioning ourselves. I had that when I started this business because I was never a tech savvy. I didn't know anything about computers. And when I mentioned that it's an online business, the biggest question people come, but you don't know anything about technology. You're not even a tech savvy. You're not even on social media. And then I started thinking, oh yes, what they are saying is the truth. And then that questioning myself got even worse. But how I managed to overcome this is by shifting my focus from fear of failure to possibility of growth. I told myself, you know what? We were not brought up knowing everything. I went to school. I learned a lot. And now I know a lot of things. I'm a nurse. I was never born a nurse. I was dreaming of becoming a nurse. I went to school. I did that training. I became a nurse. And I said, even though they've highlighted all those things that I didn't know, I will learn them and grow from them and build what I want to build. That pushed me. Even that noise, all those noises that I've been hearing from my family, from my friends, I said, you know what? I never knew anything when I was born, but now I know most of the things that I wanted to know. Even now, I still got that opportunity to learn more about life in general and benefit in it. And I told myself, you know what? I reminded myself that staying stuck was a big risk than trying to learn by doing things and grow on the way. And this is what I've been doing. I realize now I can navigate social media. I can do what I want to do on social media, which wasn't my place. It wasn't my ground. Even when people were challenging me about it, I would just keep quiet and say, oh, is that how it works? But now I don't need to be told how it works. I can work it out myself because I told myself that I have to overcome this situation my own way and learn it my own way. So, you know, as my other business partners have said, if your biggest why is the one that is leading you, you will endeavor to do what you need to do, to fight and achieve what you want to achieve. My why was the biggest reason why I started this business. So I never allowed anyone to influence my decision or to tell me otherwise. So I kept pushing and I said, whatever I didn't know, I'll learn on the way while I'm achieving my goals. And it pushed me to be where I am today. And also being surrounded by these lovely people. Look at all these ladies. We are all from different countries, but we are connected in this fashion because we've got one goal. We're like-minded people. Even when I'm just talking about this handful of my business partners, we've got a huge community of like-minded people that help you with whatever you are struggling with. So since I started this business, I never struggled because I'm surrounded with these positive people that keep driving me forward to achieve my goals. So those people that I asked originally that gave me those negative things, I never went back to them because now I've got the people that I need to achieve in this business. So all those voices that I used to hear, I no longer hear them. I'm hearing the positive voices that are helping me to build my career in this business. So progression is my way forward, and over perfection is not something that I'm looking at. I'll be perfect as I go along, as I charge along to grow my business. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Oh, thank you, Sita. I love that. Definitely. You know what they say, surround yourself with people who are bringing you up, right? Who are helping you, move forward and grow. And yeah, perfection is overrated. We all had fears when we started. We all feel like you want it to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start, right? And the good thing is you don't have to quit your job, right? You don't have to drop everything you do just to start something new, because that's scary, right? But if your why is bigger than your biggest fear, and keep in mind, the biggest fear may not be what if it's not working. The biggest fear is what if in a year you are exactly where you are right now? What if in 5 years you are exactly where you are right now? And hey, if you are happy with where you are right now, maybe it's a good thing. But if you are listening to us, I'm pretty sure that means you are looking for a change, right? You are not happy where you are right now. So talking about quitting the job or not quitting the job and job security, Avantika, if I'll ask you to talk a bit about, job security. A lot of us, especially at a certain age, feel like, hey, yeah, starting an online business, social media, all this stuff, it's not for me. I have my job, I feel secure, so I don't want to risk anything. What's the difference between job security and, owning your business type of security?
Thank you, Dana. And this is a very good question, especially in today's world, because I sometimes ask that, is there really a job security? No. All of us, we know that there is no job security. Even if you are working in a government work, private work, like private company, no, there is a big no. And especially in today's world, as we can see, the tariff world between US and the other countries of the world, we see that potential job cut in each and every field. So that's why this is a really questionable area, that if there is a job security, in traditional employment can be uncertain, and we are all aware of that. For example, if we go for the grocery in any big store like Costco, Walmart, or anywhere, you know what? Before we used to all stand in the queue and there was the cashier who used to, help us to pay the bill, like, to scan our stuff. But nowadays, if we go to the grocery or, any other big chain of stores, we barely see any cashier standing there. It's all now self-service, self-checkout, right? So now we can see the difference just between few years and now. That means what? It's a potential job loss, right? People are losing their job because now there is a machine, those who can help the customers just to scan and go. Then why the company is going to pay for those employees, for those, human being, those used to earn? So just like that, another thing, we all of us, we know AI, the artificial intelligence, which is actually taking the control of the globe, the whole world, right? So which is what? Which is basically replacing the human power, right? We are now, I know this definitely has a good perspective. We are all counting on this AI, but at the same time, at the back end, we know that this is also a potential job cut. AI is replacing the human power, right? So, in the contrary, if we talk about this digital business, that this owning a digital business, it offers the potential and greater control. And we all know that it involves the risk, but with our continuous effort, we can set up our own business, and this is something sustainable. Like this is the digital business which is our lifetime. We are not going to lose it, right? Like maybe our employer, they can let us know, in any moment. But this digital business, this online business is something we are not really going to lose. So that's why this is a very, that's what I can talk about. Even for my own example, I just want to give you a little example from my own personal life. I was working in one of the leading telecommunication company here in Canada for last 14 years. I was a dedicated employee. I was giving my 100% each and every day. And recently, just before a few months, just like this meeting, there was a Microsoft Team meeting, and our HR called us, and it was literally a company layoff. Like all the company, we are like, the HR, they let us go in just 14 minutes. So at the end of the day, that 14 hours, 14 years of devotion, the dedication for a renowned company, they didn't take even 14 minutes time to let us go, right? So this is the scenario, right? So I know it was definitely something unexpected for all of us. So that's why, but thank God, I would say that I have this business with me, so that's why I'm always thankful and grateful that, at the end of the day, this is my future. This is our future for all the ladies, who we are talking about. So that's all I can say. Thank you, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Avantika. Oh yes, job security. I think it's one of those myths this day, right? It's always been maybe like that, but in the past, I don't know, 5, 10 years, and the way the world is going will be less and less, right? There is no job security. We all know, like we've been with companies like Avantika said for 14, 15, 20 years, and when the time comes, if they need to cut, it's just a number for them. It doesn't matter how good you are, how loyal you are, how many dinners you missed with your kids because you're working, or how many times you missed your kids play, school play or other things. No one cares about those. What they care is they cut costs and you are gone, and then you are the one struggling on, hey, how do you pay the bills, how do you pay the mortgage, how do you keep a roof above your head, right? So the only way you can do something now, while maybe you still have that job security, is to start something for yourself, something that, all the companies, I think they have that saying that, their employees is the best, their most important asset, and they care about their employees. Well, if you really want to work for a company that cares about your employee, you work for yourself. You are the only one who at the end cares about yourself. No matter what your employer is telling you, when times comes to cut the cost, they will start cutting, and doesn't matter, how long you've worked with them or what sacrifices you made. So that's why don't wait until that comes, and then it's like, oh, now I have the time. Can I start a job right now? No. Can I start a business right now? You'll have the extra stress, right? So why not starting it now while you have a job, and you can decide how much and where you work, but start building on that security for yourself, right? So stuck in a job. A lot of us love our job. I love my job. I hope I'll still be able to do it. Do I want to do it until I'm 60 or 70? Maybe not, right? So that's why I started looking of something, because I love my job, but I still have to, ask permission when I take vacation, ask permission to, take a couple of hours off to go for my kids' school event. It's still, if I love what to do every day, I still have to ask permission for someone else. And it can still come tomorrow that they say, hey, goodbye, you are gone, right? So that's why for me, I started looking for something that I have power over, right? But a lot of us don't like what they're doing, and you are still stuck on that routine, right? Because you need to pay the bill. So you need to pay the bill, you cannot look for something else. But if you are here watching us, you find that something else. So Vaida, if I ask you, for those people stuck in their job, looking for something new, what's their first step? How they can start?
That is a great question. If someone is stuck in their job and craving for what? Something. We all know when you are laid off, you are confused. You don't even know where to start from. Yeah, how do I pay my bill? A lot of things come to your head. For this time, what do I do? What I would tell to the person is that you are looking for something. The first thing it is that just to quick is to get clarity and create a momentum. That is what I would tell the person. Check with yourself, because at that point, sometimes you don't feel good. A lot of things come to your head. What am I going to do? You start becoming confused. So what exactly feeling are you feeling? You check yourself at that point, how you are feeling, the work environment you were. How are you feeling at that point? Lack of purpose is all that. So you check all that. And what energy do you have at that point? At that point when you will lay off, what energy do you have? Then you list your value. What is the next step am I going to do? What do I want to do? What I don't want to do? So do you want more time, more freedom, flexibility, creativity, income, potential? What do you want at that point? So you have to think what you want, and you then you take the option. Do your research. What do I need to do next? Where do I need to go? Then when you do your research, am I need to go back looking for the same type of job that I was doing, or I need to do something online? So I will tell the person, after you do your research, do anything. If you watch our webinar, yes, if I'm talking to the person, watch our webinar to see if you are interested. This is what I'm doing as my side hustle. So watch our webinar. I will send the person the webinar. Watch that webinar to see. Maybe you might be interested. That is the next step. I will let the person know. After watching the webinar, the person may take it from there. If the person say, oh, this is my start, I will tell the person to start small. When you start small and stay consistency, you will work your way out and move on with your life. And you can go to the training side, show the person. I'm not going to show to the person, but when the person start the training side, you're going to show to the person. When the person learn the training and start moving on with his or her life. Not to sit down and guess what? Don't know where to go. Show the person what to do and move on. My sister already said it. She was laid off. So take it from there and move. God always have a way for everybody. Maybe that was in your way, and maybe God was telling you something. So move on with your life and go ahead. That is what I'll advise the person. The person shouldn't stay for long, sit down and be worried about laying off. You are not the first person. You are not the last person. Anybody can walk out. They can walk you up anytime. They can lay you off anytime. So just move on and move ahead with your life. That's what I will educate the person to do. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Vaida. Oh, yes. Everything happens with a reason, right? So if you are here listening to us, if this conversation maybe make you think, then don't ignore it, right? Reach out to us. We are ready to help you, to guide you, because remember, that quarter of the time that you spend working, right? it's 1 out of every 4 hours you'll spend in your life working, right? So would you rather spend it for yourself or working for you, for your family, right? We are not born just to pay the bills, so to work the 9 to 5 until we retire, and then we are too old to really do anything. Our kids are already gone, right? So we want to live fully, and we want to build something for ourselves, to build something that, you know, is helping us, and maybe we leave legacy to our kids, right? So the good things, you don't need to quit your job today. If you are laid off, well, maybe it's time to start now. Maybe it's like Vida said, maybe God send you a message, maybe, but you do need to take action today and do start exploring your option, because that's all it is. You want options, you want to have flexibility, and it starts with small steps. Reach out to us. We have some free session. It doesn't cost you anything. It costs you some time, but it may be something, time well spent, time invested in yourself, that will change your life. And it changed so many lives. If you go to the free info session, the webinar, you'll hear more people than us here talking and sharing how this business changed their lives. So reach out to us. We'll send you the link. You can join, and then we'll help you further. Thank you, everyone, for joining me this Saturday. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you all next Saturday. We'll talk about planting some seeds, because it's spring. So how we plant some seeds for the long-term success. Until then, have an amazing Saturday, ladies. Good to see you again.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.